Good day. So I talked to this guy at the gym again. This was the day before yesterday. So there are different rooms, and I was all alone in one of these rooms working out. And then this guy comes in, maybe 65 years old, short guy, and he immediately came over and started talking. He really wanted to talk. I've never seen him before. So he was talking about his exercise and what he's been doing, different types of exercise. After a while he told me that he's got a heart problem, pretty serious, and he's now on medication. And then I asked him, so when did this start? He said 6 months ago. And then I asked him if he took the COVID vaccine. He said, yeah, of course, I took 4 of them, 4 of the needles. And then he asked me why I asked him. So I said, well, some people who took the COVID vaccine, they get this adverse reaction to it. It's not very uncommon that you get problems with your heart after taking the COVID vaccine. And he didn't even look surprised. And then I told him, I didn't take it. I didn't trust this thing. I didn't take any of these needles. And I said, the pharmaceutical industry, they want to sell as much as possible, right? They want to get as much stuff as possible into your body. And, he said, some people claim that this whole thing with the COVID pandemic was a hoax. Right. And then later I thought about this. I think I could never have had this conversation 4 or 5 years ago with anybody. Very different. I think we see a movement. Well, of course we do. People are getting information, they get knowledge about this thing, and we see ideas moving from one position to another. And because it's word of mouth, this is where it's coming from, right? People talk to each other. It's a bit slow in the start, but it's speeding up. This movement is moving along pretty quickly now, I think. People are starting to understand. He had no problems with it, this idea, well, he expressed it. Well, Big Pharma, this is what they do, right? They make money. Some claim that it was a hoax. So I think we are seeing this now. I saw this, this was about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. 52% of the Americans approve of him. Now, well, it's a survey, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is true. I think it's a bigger number, actually, but 52% of the Americans approve of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. 33% disapprove of him. That's pretty major. That's a big change, isn't it? And it was quick. I think it was quick. There was also this. 54% of the Americans believe that the COVID vaccines are safe. It's about half of the population believe that it was safe. It's moving, right? So one of these days, nobody will claim that it was safe. Nobody. You can ask anybody, maybe in 1 year, you can ask this person, so what do you think about the COVID vaccine? And they will say, well, it wasn't safe. Big change. No, I wouldn't be surprised if people start to say things like, your family members or your former friends, they will say, oh no, I never trusted this thing. And then you can have a good laugh. Right. That's all. Be good.